Hey everyone, it's Kim here. I'm making card number 6 of the Thanksgiving 2016 series, and for this card I'm going to do something totally different than what I've been doing in this series so far. So I'm going to be using my distress inks. I went ahead and broke out the Totally Tree Stampin' Up! Stamp kit that I got, not stamp kit, but stamps that I got from my friend Marie. I absolutely love this stamp set and have been on YouTube looking at all the different things that the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators have been doing with them. So I'm excited to get started on these. I've already got ink on me this morning. Alright, so for the card base, I've got this really pretty parchment paper that's, I'm going to say close to 65-pound weight, but not quite. That's okay though, because I'm going to be using some watercolor paper and we'll be layering it with this, so it's going to make the card more sturdy. Set that aside for now. I've already got my stamps on my acrylic blocks, and I just want to go dig in and get started. I'm going to wet this a little bit, just holding up my little mister here, not a lot, just to kind of activate the paper, and I don't want it to bend, so that's why I want to not put so much on there. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my little blending tool here, and I'm going to put some dirt down at the bottom. And I don't want to make it like completely straight across. We're just going to, like add a little hill right here, like so. And then I want to put a little bit of green in there as well. This color is tea dye, and then this is peeled paint. I don't want to put a lot of green, but just enough to give it a little bit more color in there. And that should do it. Alright, now we're going to go with our stamping. This is the tree that I chose. There's one with the leaves, and then there's the branches. And I'm going to do the branches first, and then I will, I'm going to wet my stamp here. I'm going to do the leaves first. I put a little bit too much water on there. And then I'm going to put in the trunk, the tree trunk. Alright, so the colors I'm using are with my distress pens, Rusty Hinge. I'm just going to, color like a section here and there. Then I'm going to come in with, this is Spice Marmalade. Maybe do a section right up there. Then I'm going to come in with my Forest Moss. Maybe do a little bit out here and here and a little in the middle. Then my Dusty Concord. And then I'm going to leave the brown out. Alright, now I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I'm going to have 3 trees on here. Then I'm going to come in with the brown. On the other side, I've got the tree with the branches. Color that up. And then stamp on top of that. Take that off so I can see where I'm stamping. Okay, now what I did was I stamped a tree on like a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to use this as a mask. It's not masking paper. I do have some, but last night I was messing around with it and I decided to do it this way. And I put just a little bit of score tape behind there just to hold it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through that process again. I want to spray and then dab it off a little bit and go through and just add my colors. Maybe this one I want a little bit lighter. So I won't be adding, you know, so much purple or anything. I'm just going to do like green and orange. And I'm going to put that one right there. And then I'll take that off, grab my brown, do up the branches. By masking it, it looks like the one tree is behind the other. And then the root's going to go down into the dirt that I drew here. I'm going to do one more. Look at how pretty that is. It's kind of crooked, but that's natural, right? A lot of trees, they don't all grow straight. All right, so this one, let's do some purple on this one. Again, that's Dusty Concord. And maybe some Spice Marmalade. And we're going to place this one right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And color my tree trunks and my branches. And then we'll put that one right there. And then take the mask off. Okay, we are done with the tree. Now we're going to add some sky to this. And for my sky, I'm choosing Broken China. And I don't want it real dark, so I'm going to just kind of stamp off a little bit. Maybe bring that in here. And then I'm going to use some Spice Marmalade. Let me pause for 1 second. I just heard my son wake up. 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I try to do all of my videos very early in the morning before my family wakes up. Otherwise, it doesn't get done. Okay, so then I finished with the orange marmalade. And, you know, let's bring in a little bit of this tea dye. Let me show you what this looks like. It's like a reddish brown almost. And that's the look that I'm going for here. Just to give it a little bit more color. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some more blue down here on the horizon. We are almost done. All right, so I have these little tiny leaves. This is part of the stamp set that I'm going to be putting. It is, look at the little bird here. I don't see it on the front here. Oh, they're there, right there. Those two little, well, I guess there's 3 or 4 of them here. And I'm just going to stamp just like that, real light. You know, like the leaves are falling from the trees. We don't get much of a fall here in California. Like today is October 7th, 2016. It's going to be 90. So yeah, not excited about that. All right, so then I have the stamp set that I've used over and over and over again. It's from Recollections. I've had it for so many years, and I'm doing the May the Blessings of this Thanksgiving Fill Your Hearts and Home. And it's got some great Time for Togetherness, Happy Thanksgiving stamp, but I'm going to be using this one. And I was looking for my pink little stamp thing, which would be very helpful because this is textured, but I don't see it on my desk. Again, thinking I was prepared, but I am not. All right, so, oops, I see a little bit of black here. I don't want that to go on my card. All right, and I had to put that right there. like I said, this may not turn out, but we'll try. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so let's put this aside and put the rest of our card together. Now this is going to be the same size as this, so I am going to trim it down just a little bit, which I should have done actually before I started distress inking on it, but I didn't. But that's okay. No harm, no foul. Alright, so I need to go a little bit more. Little scrap there. I'm over here with my paper trimmer, if anybody's wondering where I went. Okay, let me test that. Better. And then I'll cut off a 1/4 inch here, or an 1/8 inch, we'll say, on the side. On the horizontal side of it. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. I'm going to trim off an 1/8 inch right there on that side to make it even. Alright. Oh, that's much better. Now you could use any color background that you want. I mean, the blue would even be pretty. Make it pop a little bit more. Get my glue. Now, as you can see, when I sprayed the watercolor paper, it made it bend a little bit. So really the best thing to do is to get out your painter's tape and tape it down onto like a piece of wood, and then do all your distressing and let it just dry. Let it sit and dry so it doesn't warp up. Very nice. You could, a couple things here that I'm thinking, get your Wink of Stella and just kind of color over the trees, brighten them up a little bit. Or you can also take your pen and go through each leaf that you don't think is standing out enough and just kind of re-ink or color those in that if you want. If you want a little bit to add a little bit more orange detail, you could go in and do that. Just like that. I'm not really like trying to find the exact leaves parts on the stamps. Pretty. Oh, I think I'll put some more green. This is the forest moss still. I think I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, that's pretty too. Okay, now let's go ahead and glue this on to the base of the card. Get some in the middle there as well, which I don't always do. I did want some of the parchment paper to show on this card. That's why I cut this way down, 1/4 inch smaller than the A2. All right, there it is. I absolutely love distress inking. I don't know why I don't do it more often. It's very relaxing. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a great day.